On his first day as a teacher, the man was immediately pranked by his students. But to everyone's surprise, he reacted quickly and knocked the bucket of water away with one swift motion. The whole class froze. They realized this new teacher was not ordinary. In fact, the man had once been a special forces soldier. After witnessing the cruelty of war, he chose to retire and become a teacher. He was assigned to the worst class in the school, one known for being completely out of control. Before him, 16 teachers had already quit in fear, but he refused to back down. He stormed into the classroom confidently, even as the students ignored him. Some were sleeping, some were playing games. One group was even having hot pot. He introduced himself at the front of the class, but the students continued to cause trouble, so he picked up a piece of chalk. The next second, water poured down on the students like rain. As chaos broke out, the man calmly opened the umbrella he had brought and smiled with satisfaction. The next day, the students stayed quiet, but they still showed no interest in learning. Seeing this, the man offered them a deal. If they could answer 3 questions, they would be excused from class. Then he pulled out a cigarette and asked if anyone knew its chemical makeup. Most thought he was just making conversation, but when one student gave the right answer, the man let him leave the classroom. Suddenly, everyone became interested. Without realizing it, they listened through the entire lesson. From that day on, the man and his students slowly built a connection. He helped resolve conflicts between students and their parents. He even used part of his own salary to give spending money to underprivileged students. One day, he heard that a student had been forced to work for a gang. Without hesitation, he went straight to the gang's base to bring the student back. The gang members were all trained fighters. Seeing his thin frame, they laughed and mocked him. He responded with action, slapping one and then knocking down several more in a clean series of strikes. But the gang's top fighter was not so easy. With his huge size, he threw the man to the ground and sent him flying several meters. As the fighter charged again, the man grabbed a nearby chest expander, struck one enemy, and dropped another to the ground. Wherever he moved, he met resistance, but he kept fighting. Finally, the gang leader stepped in himself. Though the man dodged the first attack with ease, the leader's strength was overwhelming. A powerful kick sent the man crashing down. Still, he recovered quickly. If he could not win with strength, he would rely on speed. He weaved, struck, and soon left the gang leader bruised and bleeding. But the leader was still a champion fighter. One final slam left the man on the floor, groaning in pain. At the same time, the gang leader collapsed from exhaustion. When they both woke up, they were in a hospital. Police officers waited outside the door. If it were you, would you like a teacher who fought this hard for his students?